For my persuasive speech, I decided to do on smoking that is harmful for you, that you should not do. Um, every year, 1,200 Americans die from smoking daily, and that's just a big number for people who smoke. 21% of Americans smoke, and every single one of my grandparents smoked and had diseases that were caused by smoking. That's another reason why I chose to do smoking, because I've been around smoking my entire life and watching people smoke their whole lives and down to their last breath. It's not good. I would not recommend it. People who smoke don't realize the effects they have on people and themselves. 440,000 people die of cancer-related smoking. One after another, cigarettes are one of the worst addictions possible for you to start, and it is hard to break the habit. Lung.org shared some causes, and their causes were heart disease, stroke, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD. Chronic lung disease is probably the highest statistic on people who smoke that have chronic lung disease, is 73%. Smoking is the leading cause in the death rate of men and women in the United States. And secondhand smoke is another major cause of smoking. Just because you aren't smoking an actual cigarette doesn't mean you can't get diseases that are caused by smoking. What people who smoke don't realize is that the fumes of the smoke goes into the lungs of people who are around you. My grandma from my mom's and my dad's side both smoked constantly, and it's not good. When you smoke near other people, they acquire the diseases that people who actually smoke get. Secondhand smoke is responsible for 3,400 lung cancer deaths and approximately 46,000 heart disease deaths. When you think of that and the amount of people that smoke, it is an extreme number, and it is something that doesn't need to be that high. Just like any other habit, smoking can be stopped, and just for yourself and for others. It doesn't do any good for you, and it doesn't do any good for the people that are around you. You don't realize that the effects that it has on yourself and on your family members once it comes down to the point of when smoking for 50 years is about to take your life. I watched my grandmother breathe her last breaths from smoke. She couldn't even walk to the kitchen without about to die. She's just walking 20 feet, and she was out of breath. Smoking fills up your lungs with tar, and eventually it will kill you. After hearing all these statistics, I hope that you realize what smoking actually does, and I hope you take that with you today. Because coming from someone who's known from experience and looking outside the box, smoking isn't good for you, and it definitely isn't good for your family members. It's not worth it in the long run for the pain that you cause yourself and the pain that you will end up causing your family. Smoking is not good, and I would definitely not recommend it. Please don't smoke.